Are you struggling working from home? Do you have problems keeping up to those standards of high levels of productivity? Well, this is the problem we are trying to address today on Intricate Chats 4. I'm your host, Swapnish Sebastian, business consultant and trainer. To know more about me, you can click the link that's available on the description tag. Thank you so much for joining in. And today we have with us Dushyant Thomas, founder and director of Steercorp. Dushyant, prior to starting Steercorp, held several senior positions in HR in companies such as Borg Warner, Allison Transmissions, Ingersoll Rand, and Scientific Publishing Services. So he's somebody who knows a thing or two about managing people and increasing productivity. And one of the reasons that I believe that Dushyant is a credible source on this particular topic is the fact that he worked from home even prior to lockdown. Thank you so much, Dushyant, for joining us. And viewers, today we're going to look at 5 best ways to improve work from home productivity.
Thank you, Swapnish. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of Intricate Chats. And my name is Dushyant, and I welcome all the viewers to the channel today. And I hope that you would benefit from 5 ways to improve work from home productivity.
Thanks, Dushyant, for being on the show. Before we get started with the 5 best ways of improving work from home productivity, is productivity the same across different business verticals and work
So,
environments?
depending on the nature of work that you do, productivity could mean different for different people. If your work could be measured quantitatively, there is a greater degree of it being measured remotely. However, if your job requires only a qualitative measure, it could sometimes be a little more harder to be evaluated from a remote working perspective. However, I think we all have our own KRAs, KPIs, goals, whatever the terminology, right? But I think these goals and KRAs would help us be evaluated from a productivity perspective.
Makes a lot of sense, Dushyant. And without any further delay, let's go into the 5 best ways of improving work from home productivity. Dushyant calls it the 5 C's to improve work from home productivity. So, over to you, Dushyant, to discuss the 5 C's to improve work from home productivity. The first C being construct.
Construct a plan and schedule it appropriately. Have a morning routine. Get up on time. If you need to probably take a walk, go ahead, take a walk. If you have a pet, you can take the pet for a walk, right? Have breakfast on time, change your clothes, have a shower, get that morning routine going, which will definitely help you get into that mindset that you're getting ready for work. And I think that's a very important first step to get into that mental work from home situation, right? After which, I think once you get into your workplace, I think it's very important that you also put in a plan. So I think you need to have a checklist of the things you need to do. Your checklist could be short term or long term, things which you need to achieve by the end of the day, and some things which could spill over through the next couple of days. But I think it's very important that you have that visibility, which will also help you focus, and which should also help you evaluate yourself at the end of the day. Ultimately, you need to be motivated as well, right? In terms of the amount of activity which you've done. So I think that's a very important first step. Construct a plan, schedule it, manage your time efficiently. The second C stands for condition. Condition your home like your workplace. I think it's very important to have a dedicated workplace. Uh, Probably, if possible, have a chair, a table where you sit on daily, where you work from, that you have your notes, you have your daily routines from there, your meetings. Uh, because I think it's very important to get you into the mindset of actually being at the workplace. So I have a short story where in my own home, right? I mean, we have great challenges because we have 2 kids, so my wife and I. So we kind of struggle to balance this whole working from home culture because we've got 2 kids who take their online classes. So 2 rooms get booked. Then we are fighting for the other rest of the rooms. And so my wife used to sit next at the dining table, which was not the best place because it was next to the kitchen. the morning we'll hear this pressure cooker sound, which would really be disturbing, and my wife would be in a meeting, and it's really, really distracting. But I think once we kind of were able to get a dedicated spot, we had a study which we had to do it up and ensure that we got it done. And I think that made a world of difference. And I think she's enjoying her meetings. I'm still stuck, but we're working on that. And but still,
Personal
we've been able
experience,
to
I
get.
think.
Having a dedicated place to work really makes a world of difference. So the second C is condition. The third C is create. Create your own self-development plan. I think it is very important that you motivate yourself in times like these, especially doing something what you like. So probably you should try out something. Try out cooking classes. Or if you want to learn baking, bake some bread. Someone wants to know how to do a YouTube video, go ahead, learn. This is the time to learn. So I think it's something which you can really do. uh, Write a journal. I mean, that would be really passionate for some. Some of you might want to probably learn an online course. uh, LinkedIn, probably want to do a certificate course, you could probably go to Udemy, you could go to Coursera. So there are many online opportunities today to learn something new. I think you could probably make use of that opportunity, because I think it's very important as individuals to be motivated by doing things what we like to do, right? Just doing something other than work as a sense of achievement would also be a great motivator while you work from home, and will re-energize your mind in terms of when you get back to the grind of work. So I think the third C is going to be create. Create your own self-development plan. The fourth C, or rather C's, stand for collaborate and communicate. I think it's very important that you communicate with your colleagues, with your friends, communicate to your managers, your higher ups in the organization, communicate to your family. So I think these C's are very important. Collaborating, especially with your colleagues, helps you build that rapport, right? I think it's very important that you're able to spend time just like how we do it at the workplace. You probably go for coffee together. It's very important that you get to spend time apart from work, that you just get to know them, probably find out the challenges they're facing. You could probably help them. And I think you need to collaborate with your friends as well. I think spending time with your friends, catch up with some old schoolmates or some college buddies, probably through a Zoom call or a group call through WhatsApp. I think all these things make a difference, keeps you energized, keeps you going, keeps that productivity going. I think these are important. You need to communicate to your managers, communicate in terms of the activities you're doing, communicate how you're doing. I mean, probably if you have challenges at home in terms of working, if you communicate, that would ease a lot of tension. Uh, Communicate, talk to them. I think they could probably help you as well. uh, Communicate to your family as well. I think that's important. If you have kids at home and they're constantly banging your door during a meeting, I think if you communicate properly and tell them that, hey, that you would give them some time later, I think that would really help. And I'm sure they would understand. So I think these C's are very important: collaborate and communicate.
Those were absolutely fantastic four C's, Dushyant. Before we go to the fifth C, I just want to request the viewers, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And all content is available on the channel Swapnesh Sebastian.
The fifth C is care. Care for yourself, care about your wellness. I think it's very important that you focus on yourself as well as you work from home. Take a nap, take walks, take breaks. I think it's very important. Eat good food. Try to avoid all the junk food, because you're going to be confined a little more at home. Probably at the workplace, you'll be walking around a little bit more, but probably at home, you would walk a little less. So probably try to avoid that junk food. You could treat yourself, reward yourself, right? I mean, you could do that probably if you achieve the goals which you had through the week. Probably you could have a nice meal or treat yourself for dessert. But I think it's important that you spend time thinking about yourself, your body. Look at the ergonomics. I mean, at home, I mean, you're always not sitting on the couch and working. You have a good posture while you sit. Take care of your health. I mean, you have sedentary lifestyle diseases today, right? So I think the fifth C is very important, and is a great deal important for you as you work from home, that you will be able to be more efficient and productive even as you take care of yourself. So the fifth C is care.
That was absolutely fantastic, Dushyant. And for those who would like to have a summary of the 5 Cs, they're available on the screen. Thank you so much for staying on and being with us and supporting us. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I hope this has been a useful, Intricate Chats for all of you. And I hope to see you in the next episode of Intricate Chats. Signing off is your host, Swapnesh Sebastian. Thank you and goodbye.